Yo, we back with some Avatar: The Last Airbender. Turns out the town is led by a crazy person. Sorry, guys.
I wonder if one of his personalities is actually the thief.
It wouldn't be the first time an Earth Nation is ruled by a crazy person.
That's true.
Nope.
True.
His personality, hoo.
No, it's and you know what he actually is, like the final reveal. His personality is hoo, and he's actually a giant spirit owl.
My gosh. Don't want to get our hopes up, Caleb.
Anyway, so we got back in after the commercial break on y'all being led by this crazy person to another part of the mansion, to another part of this like estate. I'm assuming you guys follow him, right? Like, even though he's kind of crazy, like he's leading you somewhere. I'm assuming you follow him.
He's the guy who's telling us where these things are happening, yeah. So we gotta.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So he goes up. He leads you up some stairs into the second story of this building, and he leads you to a like a smaller room, so he leads you to like a suite kind of. It's not. There's a couple of different rooms that make up this kind of like suite, like bedroom, washroom, a couple of other things. And this is kind of like you assume where he lives, up here. He's jovially going along with you and like zooming in and out this little mechanical contraption eye thing that he has, and like just being super dramatic about being like this detective, right? And then he brings you into this room, and you hear something. You're not entirely sure because the guy keeps talking, right? Who just keeps like chattering on and on and on, and like talking to himself, right? Like with his sock puppet, as he's like leading you up into this room. You hear some other person. There's some other person in this room, and as you kind of like get a better look at the suite, you see a woman in the corner, like up against this desk. She's a chair up to the desk, and she's crying. She's kind of like crying into the desk, basically.
She's not talking to a sock puppet, is she?
No, she's well. You can't tell. She's turned away from you. But then the guy seems to get louder. As like he leads you in here, she's like, and this is where the first theft occurred. We have this situation that kind of just came out of nowhere. It was the first theft, so we didn't exactly understand what was happening, and the funniest thing happened. We had, and one of you, who has the highest careful?
Me.
Go and roll your careful real quick. I want to see how quickly you notice this. So you notice right away that there is an empty baby cradle in the side of the room. And you're the one who notices this like right away, and the guy just keeps like getting louder and louder, it seems, and he's just like, and you know what happened is, sorry, go ahead.
Can I quickly like try and use the saliva in his mouth to freeze his lips closed?
That's probably a thing you could attempt to do, given that you were a waterbender. So let's see. What would that
technically be? Water?
If you can bend blood, then I feel like you could bend saliva.
Saliva? Yeah, for sure. I mean, you could bend sweat. So.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure how much water's in spit. Is all I'm saying.
I mean, here.
It's never something I've thought of.
Let's look. How much water is in saliva?
Such a weird question.
Human saliva is 99.5% water. So.
Okay, I stand corrected.
That's pretty water.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure most of it's water.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
I've just never thought about it, so I didn't know.
Yeah. So, go and roll a clever for me.
Would it be clever? Could it be quick? Because I said I did it quickly.
See, just saying you do something quickly does not mean that that's actually the roll.
Okay. 2?
Yeah, I think you do it. He's still like kind of mumbling, right? But he's like, and then he just degenerates into sobs, and like just collapses on the bed.
I like start chuckling like when that happens, and then I go, ooh.
Oop.
Sir, I told him.
I don't notice the bassinet yet.
Yeah.
I wrote to her like, sir, are you okay? Are you okay?
Bassinet. That's the word. I knew there was like a special word for that. I mean, he can't really answer you because his lips have been frozen shut.
Well, I look like his lips are. I look and see that his lips are frozen. I'm like, why? Okay, never mind. I understand why, but let him go.
And I want to like walk to the crying woman and like kind of go over next to her and like put my hand on her back and just say,
yeah. So she's much more quietly sobbing. Like, it's more of a like thing you can tell from her body language more than you can tell from her like sound.
yeah. And I kind of just go, I'm really sorry about what happened, and I'm sorry about Hubai, and
sorry.
we're here to find the man or thing that did this.
Make a careful roll. So she turns to you and she like, her makeup, she has like this, thick like eyelash makeup and like mascara, and it's just like going down her face like tear streaks.
She should have worn waterproof.
Well, they're in.
Oh, can I clean it off her face? Because clearly it's mixed with water, because that's why you wear waterproof mascara.
So okay, you can probably attempt to do that, but she turns to you with this like mascara streaked face, basically, and she says, "You can't make anything okay again." And she has these deep like middle-aged wrinkles, like stress lines on her face, she's just like sobbing like, "You can't ever make anything okay again. They took him. They took our son, and nothing will ever, nothing." And do you want to like attempt to?
Yeah, try and
clean it off. Yeah, I think you can just do it without a roll. You just
good.
Clean it off. But I mean, it doesn't do anything, right? Like,
you accidentally smash in her face.
Yeah, so it turns out you accidentally like take all the blood from her put it in her brain, and she just like passes out and dies. Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
And this was
her ears start bleeding, and
Well, that's right, because bloodbending hasn't been discovered at this point.
It's true, yeah. None of the special bendings have been discovered, really, except for like flying, which was kind of discovered by like one random monk like way before this. And
I mean, I feel like if you could bend air, the first thing you'd be is, I want to fly.
No, but like actual legit flying, like not being tethered to the ground at all, just floating.
Oh, okay.
That's the thing that happens in Legend of Korra.
I haven't watched Legend of Korra, except for like parts of season 2.
You should. Well, season 2 is the worst season, so why would you do that?
Well, I think that's why I stopped watching it.
Yeah, well, that's probably why. Yeah. Season 3 is the best season.
Watch season 3.
Yeah.
I'll wait for our podcast.
Yeah. Oh man.
Out of character moment.
Now I want to do that.
Okay, so with all of that.
Yeah, so you're just surrounded by crime people right now.
So I'm just kind of like, okay.
I kind of like slowly back to the edge of the room.
Yeah.
Very uncomfortable.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of like, okay, well, we're gonna try and find them, and I just kind of go to leave.
Musho, do you have anything to say or do?
I'm like, he hasn't told us the clues. He hasn't told us where to go yet. Like,
I think we'll figure it out.
Can you at least unfreeze his mouth so we can try and get an idea of where to go?
And once we leave the room, let's leave first.
Fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, ask around the town. Maybe someone else will know.
Yeah. So you just hear him say, "No, please, come back." And he like comes out into the hall, like and like following you. And she's like, "Please. I have to show you. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
You could be a little more sensitive."
I'm sorry.
Her baby got stolen.
My baby got stolen too. I'm sorry. Thank you very much. That's my wife.
Well, still, I think you should be a little more sensitive around her. And I just start like walking away.
Hu Cheng, what do you think about this turn of events? I think that they should still come in the room and that we should show them the clue that was left by the thief. Yeah.
And just say, just show us the clue.
Yeah. So he like leads you back into the room. And he goes over to the bassinet. And he just points with the sock puppet. No. He reaches and grabs something with the sock puppet. And in it, you can see in its mouth is a little gold coin.
I grabbed the gold coin. What kind of markings are on the gold coin?
Yeah, so it's like a really weird coin that you've never... I mean, you may have never seen before. I think I'm going to have you make a roll here, Seth, Musho. I think you would be the only person who maybe would have an idea of what this is. Make a clever roll for me. Nope, no dice.
Dang it.
You could...
I rolled a 0. Oh, no, it's negative.
Yeah, it's a 0 ultimately is what the roll was, yeah. So you could... I think the difficulty is 5. So if you want to attempt to re-roll or you know, anything, you can do so.
Give me a second. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Frosted. I'll try and re-roll.
Okay. What aspect are you spending a fate point on?
Oh, no, I don't have any aspects that would help me on this, actually.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so I guess you just don't know.
I look to actually, wait. Alyssa, was your worst attribute being clever?
No, my worst attribute is being careful, but I'm not very clever also. I only have like a 1.
Well, I thought... Well, never mind. I won't have you waste away.
I think you're the only person whose character would possibly have an answer to what this is.
Well, I don't have a clue.
Yeah, so you like seem to go like you have a flashback to your time in like Air Nomad school, right? And you remember that your teacher was talking about like a coin at some point, like special coins, and then like his voice just becomes the wah 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 wah.
But
like,
there was a really pretty girl sitting in front of you, and she turned around and asked for a pencil.
Yeah.
I don't even think that one you needed to distract me. I just like saw a bird off the side.
Right, exactly.
I was going for another Mean Girls reference.
I've never seen Mean Girls.
I'm down with the continued Mean Girls references. We should do that.
I can't make them. Anyway. So yeah, I have like it's like maybe I should have paid attention in class.
Yeah, exactly, right? It's that horrible moment where you know that you should have known this, but you
but
know also know that you were not paying attention that day in class.
But that means it possibly has something to do with air nomads, because it's
possibly, yeah.
I heard about an air nomad class, so I must
an air nomad class,
whatever it's called.
No, it's so true though, right? Like they wouldn't call it that, but that's basically what it is.
That's all we know it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this looks familiar, and I don't know what it is, but this might have something to do with air nomads, which doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so like the symbols are like weird. There's like a bunch of characters, like you know, like Asian characters on the coins, but like none of them make any sense, right? Like there's the character for like dog and the character for spirit, but like they don't go in the right order, and like it seems to be like it could be saying like a dozen other things too. Like it just doesn't make any sense.
It's the spirit of the goodest boy.
Yeah, the mayor's poodle stole their child.
It was the dingo.
The dingo chicken.
The dingo chicken.
So what does this coin have to do with anything?
Well, this was left. It was a calling card of sorts from the thief.
Has it been left at every theft?
There's been something left at every theft.
Well, what else
Not
has
the
there
same
been?
things.
Then if you've left stuff everywhere.
What else has been left besides just the coin?
Well, coins and beads and other small trinkets. It's almost as if... I'm sorry, what were we talking about?
The stuff that's been left at the thief.
Do you happen to know Hu Cheng? No, I don't know, Hu Bai. What were we talking about? I think we were talking about how these three need to go out and find the thief.
This is gonna take forever.
And he starts like ushering you guys to the
Rubbing
door.
my temples with this one. Bye then.
All right, bye. Thanks.
So what now? Should we ask around?
That is probably right about this is about the sweetest day I think I've had in a very long time. We pick up a water bender, and this town is weird.
Yes, quite weird.
How big is this town?
Carly just wrote in chat, the goodest boy.
This will be the second week in a row we've had the goodest boy.
Yeah.
The
Chi-Chi.
What, Chi-Chi?
The space chihuahua. Man, you know. Oh my gosh, guys, you're literally in South America. You're gonna meet a chihuahua. It's gonna happen in Terra Nullius. Okay.
And it's gonna ask us about Taco Bell.
Right. But they could migrate.
All the way down to
Chihuahuas migrating.
This is an alternate Earth.
You see, like on the nature, you see on the Nature Channel, like a herd of migrating chihuahuas running across the plains.
Stampede! Everybody run!
Ankle biters.
Take 2 damage.
Anyway,
you fight a swarm of chihuahuas. CR4. Anyway.
CR4. Oh, for the swarm.
Swarm of chihuahuas. Their
So
special move is ankle biting. Anyway.
I'm gonna say let's walk around town and see if we can find another victim to see.
Also, how big is the town?
Oh yeah, how big is the town?
Oh, it's not the biggest town.
I'm
in
gonna
the
go to
world.
the first place.
It's good
I
size.
know for sure gets you answers. Where's the closest bar?
Right. You could attempt to find one. Or how are you going to find a bar? Like you're just gonna ask someone?
Yeah, I'll just ask like the first person to see, hey, where's the closest bar?
All right. Yeah.
Or
So
tea shop.
it's just
Or
like
tavern.
this. Yeah. Yeah. In this culture, it'd probably be like a tea shop, right? Yeah. So yeah, it's this middle-aged woman, and she just like looks at you, and she's like,
Sure.
Oh. You're looking for a tea shop? Well, there's one down that street. Take a left. On the what is it? The right. 3 doors down. From the house with the big chimney.
Let's go.
It's called the Dingo Chicken. I just walk away.
We better run into a dingo chicken in Terra Nullius now.
No, that's when you go to Australia.
Oh, okay.
There aren't any dingoes in Brazil. They can't migrate across the ocean.
Well, if chihuahuas can migrate.
Caleb, they can do whatever you want.
I guess they are chickens too, so maybe they can.
Okay, we're gonna go to the Dingo Chicken tea shop.
Yes, you make your way there. Yeah, and you I guess you step in. You see like the the sign outside. It's like the Chinese symbols for dingo chicken, and then the like actual picture of a dingo chicken. Which I don't know if you guys ever seen a dingo chicken before, but like it's not pretty.
Why would they need a bar after one?
I don't know. It's a tea shop, but yeah.
I go straight up to like the ordering counter, like have a seat on like the stool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there's plenty of patrons, like a couple people here and there just like drinking tea quietly. But there doesn't even seem to be anyone at the bar right away, at the like counter.
Tea bar.
Yeah.
Tea bar. So there's no one at the tea bar?
Nope.
I go up to the tea bar and I knock.
Yeah, and so out from the kitchen, you see make a careful roll. Everybody make a careful roll for me.
Why?
This isn't gonna go well. Could have been worse.
Anana, you definitely notice that this is just the same guy in a woman's outfit.
Oh no.
And,
As soon as he starts coming out, I
Oh
ask,
God.
and they just come out. He comes out with like a platter of tea, right? And he just starts serving you guys. Oh, it's so nice for you to frequent my establishment. My name is Hoomin.
Do I notice now with the fake voice?
Yeah.
I just kind of like say, Human, I'm interested in doing a tour of all the tea establishments in this city. Where are all the other ones located?
I'm very sorry to say there's only this one. But the Dingo Chicken is the finest establishment that you'll find in these parts.
You know what? It's funny you said that the Jingo Chicken does not look pretty, because neither does this.
Whoa.
I take the teacup, I say thank you, and then walk away and try to go talk to one of the other random
Patrons, yeah.
random patrons. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I'm
done
yeah.
with this.
I'm gonna follow her, because, yeah.
Anana, do you do the same?
I actually just kind of like walk outside the tea shop, and I want to see if there's anybody interesting passing by
Okay.
to talk to.
Sure.
I'm done with this guy. Totally done.
I want to go to one of the random patrons and not so gracefully kind of just like put my hand like on the table and go, what is the deal with this tea shop owner?
Right. Okay, roll forceful for me, Tara.
Oh, that shouldn't be hard.
Not. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, so right, the first person you go to, you just like slam your hand on the table, and it's like this like teenager, and he like looks up at you and like spills his tea, and he's like, hello, I'm sorry, what was that? What did you say?
What's the deal with the tea shop owner? Why is the tea shop owner the same person as the mayor, the guard, everyone in this town?
Yeah, so he suddenly looked really scared, and he's just like, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a cult,
you,
guys.
How do you not know what she's talking
I
about?
don't know what I'm talking about.
Oh, look at the sun. It seems like it would be a good time to go get a breath of fresh air. And he keeps like looking over at Humin / Hu Cheng / Hu Bai / Hu Long /
I'm like,
You're right. It would be a good time to go get some fresh air. I'll follow you out.
That sounds very good idea. And then he just like walks out stiffly.
I follow him like closely behind.
Yeah.
and I follow as well.
So what he does is he does the thing where he pushes you against like the side of the like the wall of the establishment. He's like, are you crazy? You're gonna get us both killed.
And I start going over because I see him like pushing her against the wall, and I'm like, "What are you doing?"
Dude, you might want to not do that.
It's fine. What are you talking about?
I am talking about. Listen, some weird things have been happening in Hulong lately. All right, and none of us can question it, or else we're the next people to disappear.
Disappear? What do you mean? People have been disappearing?
I mean, yes. Not just things have been disappearing. You know, the thief that you've been hearing about, probably, right? You've been in, how long you been in Hulong?
Just a few hours.
Well, maybe you haven't heard, though. Have you heard about the thief?
Yeah.
Yes, but that's why we're here.
Oh, you're here for the reward? I would leave now before it gets worse for you guys.
Then why don't you leave?
And go where? My family's here. My entire livelihood is here.
How many people have disappeared?
I don't know, like a dozen so far?
A dozen people? No one's... What?
How often are they disappearing?
But I thought that he said that his baby also disappeared.
So everybody roll sneaky.
Oh, this should be good. If I can find my character sheet. Oh, come on!
So what are you doing, Musho, that like gets you noticed?
I say, how often have these disappearances? I say, how often are people disappearing? Probably a little too loud.
Right. And then suddenly, the same guy in the guard's outfit again, but with like, you know, I don't know, it just looks like the exact same guy with the twig in his mouth, right? Like he makes no attempts to look different this time, but he walks out from like a completely different angle. Like he was you're not entirely sure how he suddenly changed out of this outfit and like came over here.
I'm not sure how any of him is doing that.
Yeah, exactly. He comes over and he's just like, I'm sorry, what do we have going on here? We have some interlopers questioning sorry, what was your name again? He looks at you, Musho.
Musho?
Don't say your name.
You say right after he says his name. Musho. I see. And what kind of conversation are we having over here? And you guys look, and like the teenager's already like running down the street.
We were just asking him what kind of tea he likes.
Make a clever roll.
Oh, frick.
Yeah, I don't think
I
so.
think he's just really
So
intimidated by two really pretty girls.
what did you say?
I said I think he's just intimidated by two really pretty girls.
Trying
Trying to be clever.
Okay, so that was without an actual argument. You're trying to.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah. Like as far as the reason why.
Right. The guy was running away. Okay. Yeah, you can roll clever, I guess. Yeah.
That's a lot better.
Yeah. So he kind of like squints at you, and then the twig like goes in his mouth. He like sucks it in, and it's suddenly gone, and he like swallows. And then he just like walks into the tea establishment.
I peek my head in.
Like it's the counter person.
Yeah, is it already the tea owner
Yeah,
again?
absolutely. Yeah.
I'm gonna turn to them. Something is definitely going on here.
I like peek my head into the tea owner.
Worth it.
Let's see.
Where to go from here?
Well,
So,
let's go away from
You
this
could
tea
just try
shop.
attacking him.
yeah, I don't know how well that will work.
So. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Just curious what you guys are gonna do next.
Could just try beating answers out of him.
Yeah.
I
I suppose you could beat up your employer to get answers.
He obviously knows something he's not telling us.
I don't think that's the best idea. I mean, if these people disappeared, shouldn't we try and
I just don't know how many
see what
more
happened to them?
disguises that I can handle.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if
Because
we
you know that the next place we go to, he's gonna be there.
Yep.
Just gonna be everywhere.
I've come to that. I've come to accept that now that guy's just gonna be everywhere.
Mhm.
Okay, this
what do we
might
do?
sound kind of crazy, but I feel like maybe our best plan of action is to also get kidnapped.
You know what?
Try and see where
That-
the other
Pulling
people
a
went.
Yona of the Dawn move here. Okay.
That actually doesn't sound like a horrible idea.
I carefully thought it over.
Terrible idea. You really want to get enslaved again after a couple hours of freedom? That sounds great.
Hey, didn't you just say earlier we're pretty much like the Avatar?
We don't have a firebender?
Yeah, your temper almost counts.
Whoa!
Whoa.
I was like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Terry just gives you a look like, just keep talking like that. That's fine.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
You're very unaffected by it, but you know, you're like so apologetic.
Because I know what you can do. I know what you're
Right.
capable of.
And you're opposite.
I mean, yeah. So like, what do you do?
Oh well,
I peek my head back into the tea shop and I ask the owner, is there anywhere that would be able to house us while we're looking for this thief? We don't have any coin on us right now, but once we get the reward, we can compensate whoever would help us.
Yeah, so she/he comes over to you and she pats your head. She's like, "Well, dearie, I just happen to have a couple of guest rooms right above this this establishment, this fine establishment that I have here, and you can absolutely stay there until you get your reward, and then we can just pay me for my troubles, and you'll be off, and the town will be saved."
Sounds good.
I think that sounds like a good plan. That's a great deal. Thank you so much.
All right, well, let me just lead you up there right away.
I say I can stand in here. I'll make myself an earth tent. Thank you.
Well, you do you, dearie. Yeah. So she starts bringing you over to the back, right? And Anana, make a careful roll. Okay, never mind. So you keep...
No.
Rolling horribly tonight, haven't we?
So, that was 3 minuses. No.
I mean, you could spend a fate point. You have guarded and skeptical, It's up to you, though.
But at this point, she wants to get captured. So whatever is going to happen to her, she's brought this.
Yeah, that's I'm kind of no, it's fine because once we get shown to our room, I want to carefully say at a proper tone where somebody might think that I'm trying to stay quiet, but I really want the shop owner to hear us. I'm gonna say now we can really get down to investigating these disappearances of townsfolk.
I was gonna say before we leave, I'm gonna turn to Tara and say, I think it's probably actually best to stay out here. Keep watch though and see if anything happens. If we get kidnapped, we're gonna probably need you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we
so
don't
I just
like.
Kind of like stand up.
Yeah. Of course.
I just kind of I walk down to the top and I just kind of wander around a little bit, staying close, but just
yeah, sure.
Something's definitely gonna happen.
So Anana and Musho, you guys get led to the back, right? And I think we don't see what happened. You guys get led through the door, and then we cut, and we go back out to Tara. Tara, you make a careful roll now.
Oh no!
Worst stat. You made me roll. This is my 3rd careful roll.
Everything's totally fine. Your friends are gonna be fine.
Oh no, we're dead.
So I think the camera very obviously focuses on the fact that this building does not have 2 stories. Because I did describe before that
the only
2-story building is the
middle one.
Is the middle one. And so we see you guys get led downstairs to a couple of rooms, but then we go as a camera view into your viewpoints, and it looks like to you guys that you are going upstairs.
That's weird.
Ow.
Some weird earth bending trick.
So Musho, you can technically also roll a careful roll here if you would like. I think this specific thing that's happening right here is definitely something you might be able to. Oh! So your air nomad training comes back, and you sense that the spirit world is very, very close to the physical world right now. There's some sort of weird crossover thing happening, and you can't actually tell in your own mind right now that you are not going upstairs, but you know that something's very, very wrong.
I'm gonna start. I can't prepare an action. This isn't D&D. Okay, I'm gonna.
You just say that you're gonna do something.
I'm gonna look towards
Anana.
And what's your character? And Anana. I'm gonna look towards Anana and I feel like does something feel weird? Kind of give just a weird look to her.
Everything feels
Right.
completely fine to you, Anana.
That's what I'm like. I don't know. I don't think I would be able to pick up on what you're trying
Yeah,
to
you're
tell
just really
me.
confused as to why he's giving you this look.
Okay. Like,
I just keep following.
Mm-hmm. Good. So yeah, you guys
I'm
get
gonna-
let up
Look
to
down.
your room. And so there's it's like a 2-room suite basically, right? And we obviously see so we keep switching back and forth from what you guys are seeing versus what's actually happening, and you guys are actually getting led into 2 different cells of a dungeon. But it looks to you as if you're in 2 different like rooms of a suite.
as all dungeons are, fully
Yeah.
furnished.
And you like you sit down on like a nice divan, but it's actually a bench, and like right, like it's like just a crappy wooden bench.
Wait, how are we that deceived?
Spirit magic.
remember
So
that
yeah,
happening
you
that
just keep
far.
this weird like it's everything feels wrong to you, Musho. Like everything.
Okay, well, everything feels wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, and then she says, "Well, you have a good night's rest, dearies, and I will be back to check on you in the morning."
Thanks.
You're welcome.
As soon as she leaves, I'm gonna look towards because we're in the same room or like
So you're in 2 technically different cells, but like it's connected by. I mean, it's like let's see, it's like metal bars are the thing separating you, not like a solid wall.
we can see each other then.
Yes.
So I'm gonna say I'm sort of like as soon as she leaves, I'm like, does something feel weird about this place to you?
No.
Sure. I feel strangely close to the spirit world.
That sounds like a euphemism for like getting high.
It's a very strange thing to say.
You don't feel that?
I feel
No.
strangely close to the spirit world.
I feel like I'm
How long
in.
have they been gone?
I mean, only a couple minutes.
Okay, then I probably wouldn't suspect anything.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm.
Yeah, it hasn't been
inside
like
an inn.
days all of a sudden.
No, I know that,
Yeah.
but I mean,
Yeah.
Because I would say like, because they're going up to their own rooms, right? But it's still like midday.
Yeah, I was about to say like, do you
So
want to?
I would probably assume that they're gonna come back down at some point.
Yeah.
But then they never do.
Right.
Well,
but
we're
yeah,
about to. Yeah.
you're about to figure that out.
Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. So, Musha, I guess do you want to go back out to
I mean, sure. I mean,
searching for clues? I don't really know what else to do right now.
sounds good to me.
So you guys go to
Okay,
your
so you're
doors,
trying
and the doors are locked.
Wait, would I notice it's weird that we're like in different rooms yet we can talk to each other?
No, so basically it's like a suite that's connected by like there's a door like leading like in between the 2 suites, and so you guys were like looking at each other through the door basically.
That's
If
what
you,
we
if you
thought we
try
were
to
doing.
cross over, that's when like it won't work.
I was sort of like, is your door locked?
Yeah. Is yours?
There's a reason I was asking.
If my door wasn't locked, you wouldn't be having this problem.
Is there a window? Do I see a window?
Yeah, no, there's a window leading out, and you can look and you can see the town outside.
That's weird. Can I crawl through the window?
Nope.
Like I can't
So
open the window.
what you do is you can crawl through the window, but as soon as you do, and like you like try to fall to the ground, you fall and then land right back into the suite. Like
Okay,
in your
something's
perception,
definitely
that's
up.
what's happening. Yeah.
Is there a bathroom in here?
Yes, it looks like there's like a big tub in like a corner of your rooms, and like like a
With
really nice
water?
plumbing system. Yeah. But in actuality, it's just like a bucket.
Okay, but I do have water in actuality.
You do
No,
not
no
actually have
water. Okay, but I still have my water pouch with me. She
Yes.
didn't take anything from us.
No.
What happens if instead of trying to jump out the window, I try and glide out the window?
You end up gliding in the suite, and then you just like crash into the wall.
No, but like I get in the windowsill and try and jump out and glide.
Yes, exactly. So what we see you do that, right? And then we see what's actually happening, and you're just doing that in the middle of the dungeon room, and then flying directly into the wall.
What do I perceive that as, though?
You perceive it as when you blink, you're suddenly back in the suite and you crash into the wall.
Okay, I'm gonna say, okay, something's definitely weird
Yeah,
here.
I mean, yeah, obviously.
Would I be able to like bend the water into the lock of the doorknob and like freeze it to try and break the doorknob?
You could attempt that, correct? Yes.
Okay, what kind of roll would that be?
Sounds like clever to me.
Okay.
Let's say difficulty 4.
Oh no, this is not gonna go well.
Whoa! Is that like
Perfect roll!
a perfect roll? Awesome. Yeah, so it's a blind stroke of luck that this happens, right? Because the reason it was so difficult, right, is not only because it's like a lock, but also because you're not seeing what's actually there.
Right.
And so you accidentally just managed to like get the right place to do this, and then snap it, and the door swings open.
You open your door, I'm gonna try and run through the door in the middle, and then
You wrenched right into a bunch of metal bars.
ow! Do I like see what happened? Like, what do I perceive?
I think at that point, you definitely see that you're actually in a dungeon. Well,
I'm looking.
I think
oh.
the illusion fades away, and you guys see where you actually are.
Okay, so now that I'm out of my room, what do I see?
It's not so much what you see as much as what you hear. You hear steps coming down from stairs to your left.
Get back in!
Yeah, I run back in my room and close the door.
Yeah, and you hear, I think I heard something. What was that?
Oh, I was trying to wash up because my clothes are so gross and I knocked the bucket over. Made a big crash.
Both of you make a careful roll for me.
Oh, you didn't know it's a bucket. Oh.
So Musho, you swear that you saw this, but when you blink, it's gone. The shadow that's cast on the wall and like on the floor. I'm sorry, as the who Ming or whatever, right? Whoever this person is, comes down the stairs, is definitely not a person. You're not exactly sure what it is. It looks inhuman, the shadow, and then you blink and it's a regular person again.
I'm gonna just keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, and so the person like comes up to the door, right? And like through the door, like just knocks ever slightly. Looks like, or I guess I guess you guys can see through the illusion.
So I
now.
can see her.
So you see her. It's
now.
her/him, right? It's him in the costume, and he like knocks on the little like iron bar door, and he says, "Is there something I can help you with? Do you need me to fluff your pillow?"
Not right now. I'm not wearing anything.
Oh, okay.
Did you see the chat, Caleb?
No.
Carly just said it's a dingo chicken. I kind of did mention that earlier. I'm gonna Google that, see what pops up.
Dingo chicken. Good luck.
I hope it's nothing disturbing.
Yeah.
Okay. They've probably been in there for at least half an hour now, right?
No, like, well, I mean, maybe. Yeah, maybe time kind of like passed a little bit. Okay, yeah. So I think, right, like, she says, like, oh, I'm so sorry, right? Like, I didn't mean to interrupt. What did you say about a bucket?
I thought I had an extra bucket to wash my clothes in over here that I kicked over.
There aren't any buckets in those rooms, dearie.
I would say, like,
Oh, the tub. Sorry, we don't have these tubs where I'm from. We just bathe in buckets. Sorry. I call everything a bucket.
Roll sneaky, because that wasn't clever, but
Oh,
Nope. Yeah. So then you hear, "Oh, we can't have that now, can we?"
okay.
And then he looks in your eyes, like he meets your gaze, and obviously like he can tell now that you've like seen through.
Can I just attack him?
Yes, you can. So you just like burst out like water, just like attacking him.
Yeah.
All right, so we cut on that like fluid motion, right? Like as you start to do that, and we cut out to Tara. So Tara, what are you doing? You're like pacing back and forth, right? Like
It's been about half an hour, so so at this point I'm like, okay, they're definitely kidnapped by now.
look at your watch. Yeah, I think it's about kidnapped o'clock. Yeah.
About time. And so I kind of like peek back in the tea shop, and obviously I don't see the lady. Are there any people still left in there?
Yeah, just a couple more people just drinking their tea. Make a careful roll for me.
Seriously?
Yeah, so suddenly there's someone behind you and they're tapping you on the shoulder and like freaks you out. What do you do? Yes, you just like so you smack the teenager who you were talking to earlier in the face, and like he like goes to the ground, like his nose bleeding, just like, oh my goodness, what did you ow?
You don't sneak up on security. Security Tara.
I like was trying to help
Spirits
him
woman, what?
You scared me.
Yeah, well, I'll make sure not to make that mistake again.
Yeah, don't.
I should really learn that earlier.
What happened to your friends?
I don't know. They went in the back.
They went in the back?
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Listen. Sorry, what's your name again?
Tara.
Hi, Tara. I'm Woo. Listen. This is really, really bad. I told you guys you just need to get out of town. Why would they go in the back with the? Oh no.
Why would you go in a tea shop where you shouldn't go in the back?
Why did they go in the back? Like what?
Oh.
What could possibly possess them to do that?
Why would you go in a tea shop where you shouldn't go in the back?
I mean, normally a tea shop. I mean, that's where they make the tea. So I would assume that. No, that's not what I'm trying to. What I'm trying to say is, there's bad stuff happening in this town, and you guys just need to leave.
Well, too late now. See, peace out.
Do you just like walk in the tea shop?
I want to walk in the tea shop, and I want to try to like peek in the back.
Yeah, so Woo is like right behind you. He's just like, no, stop. What are you doing?
I'm like, I like peek in the back. What do I see?
Yeah, so you peek in the back, and then so we see you like right, like your head like pop out like from the side of the like the door frame, and then you see Woo's head like right above you, like looking as well. And he's like biting his nails, like.
Typical anime style.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, you just see the back of a tea shop.
Like no stairs?
Nope.
Okay.
He's like, again, why did they go in the back? Where are they? Like, what?
I don't know.
What did? So it was him who got him to go in the back?
Yes.
So, what did he tell them?
That he had a room.
He like looks around. I don't see a room.
Clearly.
I mean, I see a room, but not like a room for sleeping. So.
No, duh, kid. Okay, seriously, this is like.
Hey, I'm not a kid.
Not helpful.
I'm 17. I'm not a kid.
You're a kid, please. Anyway.
Well, how old are you, Miss Know-It-All Pants?
Yeah, good comeback.
I don't know.
None of your business. Okay, we gotta figure out what's going on. We gotta get all these people out of this tea shop.
Well, how do you expect to do that without
I've
him
been
coming
there.
back?
Like, so I do like the earthbender stance and like.
Yeah.
just shake, not my like full thing, but like shake the ground and go earthquake, and to get all the people out of the building.
Okay, I think that's sneaky. So go ahead and roll that. Difficulty 3.
Oh.
Can I use my fate?
Yeah, you can spend a fate. What aspect would you spend it on?
Plus 2.
What aspect? So it has to be tied to an aspect. So, but you're basically saying like, because I am blank.
Oh, because dang it, I don't have an aspect for that.
So I mean, so technically you have Earthbender with strong desire to see the world. Being an Earthbender would help you actually make like a tremor in the earth, right? Like that's a legitimate advantage there.
True. Okay. Yeah. There you go.
Mhm.
There you go.
Right, like you can always spend
and
that on your like bending attribute or aspect to do that. So yeah, you spend a fate on that, and yeah, you succeed then. Yeah, so I mean,
I use a face mate.
Yeah, so the patrons definitely look very confused and like, what's happening? Oh, okay, and we're leaving, and like they're dropping their tea and like, oh, okay, and they just run out like classic like random citizen style. And yeah, they're like milling about outside now, just like confusedly like, what just happened? I don't. So how long did you like have the earthquake go on for?
Like 15 seconds.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So they just stand outside like, but that was a quick earthquake.
And then I like bend a wall in front of the door.
Right. Okay.
I really wanted to say like closed for the day.
Right.
In the stone.
With on the in like it's like yeah.
Yeah, you just see the Chinese characters for closed like get carved suddenly into the door. I mean, so Wu looks at you and just like gives you an eyebrow raise. She's just like, you do realize this is a town of earthbenders, right?
Whatever. And I get my stance ready, like I kind of like scoot back away from like the back door, and I just like get ready for this man to like come through, like ready.
Right. Yes. I mean, you're standing there for a while, and so like we cut back down to
because did they not feel the earthquake?
Yeah. So I think we cut back down to those two in the dungeon, and right as you're doing your water bending, like yeah, there's like the shifting in the earth here. And so I think what your immediate strike just kind of like misses because like he just like falls to the ground, and then you fall to the ground because you guys are like below the earth, right? And so this is not good for you. And like a couple of rocks like fall from the ceiling and like land on the ground and like clatter. While
the earth rumbles, I kind of like probably jump a little bit, kind of like to hover. Like actually, I probably get on like one of the airball things and just like kind of like stabilize myself. Like whoa.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, you like fall over Anana, and like so does he. And then what do you want to do? Like you guys are like on the floor, and your water's like splashed.
Well, now there's water everywhere, so I would like to, while on the ground, like not really moving, turn the water into ice spikes to attack him sneakily.
Okay, so you're gonna try to just like spike ice. Into his back, basically. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. So go ahead and roll sneaky.
And then I'll get a +2, right?
Yep. So just add 2 whatever.
Oh, 6.
Nice. Okay. So I'm gonna roll for him then, because he's defending. Let's see here. So he's gonna defend forcefully. So we'll see what that looks like depending on what he gets for a roll. So you got one shift of damage over him.
No, I got 3 because I have the +2.
Oh right, you do, yeah. Yes, you got 3. Okay, so what happens, right, is he goes to like go like this to like block the ice strikes, just like brute force, like block him with his arms, and the spikes just go like just knock him backwards, and he slams into the barred dungeon cell and like slumps to the ground. And just like, oh, that hurt. He like looks up at you, and his eyes are now like glowing, like red, and he's just like,
that doesn't look good.
Going to regret that, and like snaps his neck back and like goes like this.
I'm going to. Oh wait, what's behind him?
He is like, so basically you're in your cell still,
Mm-hmm.
and he is banged up against the like wall of the cell that Anana was in. So he's to the left of you, and like.
Wait. Oh,
Out-
so
out
she was in the
to
cell
the left.
opposite of me, on the opposite side of the
No.
hall.
She was. You guys were in cells next to each other,
Uh-huh.
and so here I'll just draw this. Oh, no.
Okay, because I'm trying to.
Yep.
I have something I want to do.
Because is he in like the hallway?
So this is that's not a good color. A good color for this. So this is Anana's cell,
Uh-huh.
and this is your cell.
Uh-huh.
The hallway is out here, and this is where who is like banged up against that cell door. You're inside your cell right here,
Okay.
and Nana's over here.
What's on the other side of the wall? Wait. Oh, she's outside her cell.
Yes.
And then do I see stairs?
Yeah, the stairs are to your what's to the left of the.
Like there.
Okay. I think I might want to use my stunt. But
That's what I was also thinking about.
okay. I don't know if I can get away with it though. The way
Mhm.
I'm thinking about it, because I'm not very.
Your once per
forceful.
session stunt is what you were thinking about.
Yes.
Well, what is it again?
I was thinking of using it. So once per session, using my incredible airbending prowess, I can move myself in a straight line in any direction up to 100 feet.
Right.
Tell me if this would work, because this might not actually work.
Mhm.
I was thinking I could use that quick dash instead of as a quick dash as a way to maybe burst through the cell door.
Sure. Yeah, I'm fine with that. You can move
Okay.
any direction up to 100 feet, and like, you're a little bit unstoppable when you do that. I think. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna say as I'm seeing that, I'm gonna back up and push off the wall and bend myself through. So I'm gonna push off and at the same time kind of like put my foot out so I can like kick into the door instead of going head first.
Yeah. Exactly. So that's interesting. So what is your not? Yeah, you're not forceful at all. So
That's why I was saying I don't know if that'll
right.
work.
That's what I'm
because not
curious as to
forceful.
like how you're doing this. You might be doing like cleverly or something. I'm curious as like, are you trying to get
Flashy.
what?
Flashy.
I'm not flashy either.
Yeah.
I'm mainly
Sneaky, quick, and clever. Which makes sense for an airbender.
clever. I could think clever like aiming
That's what I was
right
thinking, right?
for lock.
Yeah, like getting the proper leverage on the door to like
Mhm.
knock it off its hinges or something, right? Pirates of
Mhm.
the Caribbean style. Yeah, let's say that, right? Like, so you do like this airbender like sweep, and you like bring the door up like off its hinges, and then slam it forward with another air strike, and then dash forward.
Uh-huh.
Sure, yeah, that's fine. Right, because ultimately this once per session is about movement, right? And so you can't move if you're trapped. So
And yeah, and I feel like it's gonna be the only time I'm gonna get to use it.
Yeah.
So do I have to roll anything, or I just do it, right?
yeah, you just do it. Yep.
So I do it. So I burst through, and as soon as I burst through on the other side, I stop and I like just airbend him, try and push him away from Anana.
Okay.
Airbend him.
So are you trying to like hurt him or just like get him away?
Just push him away.
Okay. Roll to overcome, I guess. So just roll. Let's see.
Wait, why did I
Quick, probably.
Give me a second.
Probably what you're doing.
I accidentally opened the thing. Actually, could I use? No, that's glider prowess. So what was it? So
You're probably just doing this quickly.
okay.
So you just rolled 2.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. He's just kind of standing there. So like, what direction are you trying to push him in?
Away.
Like away, which direction though?
Well, I mean,
Like up the stairs?
Well, which so the stairs are right there.
Yeah.
I mean, I still say I'm just trying to push him up against the wall, or like up against the bars.
Oh, right. So like trap him in like
Yeah.
increasing air pressure, just like keep blowing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you might be able to do that. That wouldn't be quick though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because that would be basically forceful. Like, I can't really think of another. Yeah, you're just using pure force to keep him pressed against the bars.
Actually, okay. Here, actually, let me see this. Actually, because that is what I'm trying to do is
right. Because this game is all about like describing yourself doing something in a way that will be beneficial for you. Otherwise, you're gonna have to.
So I'll use it in a way quick. I will say like. There's like Anana free. As soon as I come out, I'm saying Anana freeze him, and just kind of like blow it in his face really quickly, to distract him.
Right. Okay. So that sounds more like sneaky almost.
Okay. I was just trying to use something that could be used.
So roll to create an advantage here then. So it's going to be difficulty 3, and if you succeed, then you will make an aspect that Anana can use to get bonuses on what she's going to do next.
Okay. So roll
That's
sneaky.
How that works. Yep. Roll sneaky. Difficulty 3. There you go. That's all I needed. Cool. So so I think this is, let's see, this one's called Annoying Breeze. And has 1 use. So yeah, what do you I think the first thing that happens, unfortunately, though, is Anana, you have to defend against its attack.
Okay.
So it is going to.
My attack was trying to distract it, so that wouldn't happen.
Right, but that's the thing, right? Like, you guys can use this free fate point use, basically, is what it is, to help in defense too, right? Like, this annoying breeze is just generally helping everyone in the situation. It can be used to, so to help people. So basically, I think this. Who is going to like just slam into you with his shoulder? And so I'm gonna roll forceful here. So you got a 4.
Okay, well, I was prepared because I'm always prepared and guarded. And so I was already kind of controlling the ice spikes, and I'm trying to get them towards me to create an ice shield to carefully defend them.
Carefully defending. Yeah, that makes sense. There you go.
And then I have a +2.
So you don't have. So the way this works, if you tie, then he'll get.
Well, because I get a +2 for ice shield as one of my.
Oh, do you? Right. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
you're good. Yep. Yep. So you succeed. Yep. So you just bring up an ice shield, and he just like slams into it with his shoulder. It shatters, but like you don't get hurt. And you're like pressed up against the wall now. With like it's in your face, like rearing up for another attack. So, Tara, make a careful roll to see if you like can hear what's going on. I just love making you do these careful rolls.
Nope.
Ouch.
So you and Wu are in an argument. What are you in an argument about?
Why on earth they wouldn't arrest the creepy man dressing as a woman?
Right. He's like, you try living with this horror and see what it happens slowly. It happens slowly, Tara.
Slowly. But still, it doesn't matter. Like, you got a person literally playing 5, 6, 7 billion different people. Like, why would you in this?
It all started when his child was kidnapped. It all started then. Once his child was kidnapped, he started worrying constantly, and he started making speeches to everyone to be on their guard, watch out for the thief, and then he started like just replacing people's employment. And once they went missing, then he took over for them, and he's been doing like 7 different jobs now.
And that didn't tip you off that maybe he was the thief?
Wait, you're saying that he's the thief?
Well, clearly. I mean, where are my friends?
I mean, wait, that's kidnapping. That's not exactly the same thing as theft.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's so different. Thief steals things. But you've been saying that this thief has been kidnapping 12 children. Why wouldn't you just call him a kidnapper? Why keep him as a thief? Like, that makes no sense.
You know, now that I'm thinking about this, it does make a lot of sense that he would be the one doing these things. I was kind of thinking they were like two separate bad things that were happening, but
One thing.
I just like groan and like flip a table.
You might have to pay for that. Okay.
Don't care. Anyways, pay for it in the 300 gold that probably isn't even available. I'm realizing like that reward might just not be happening.
Yeah. Wu is just like shaking his head, just thinking now, like, oh no, man, I was thinking all this is wrong the whole time, and yeah, he's
like,
having an existential
you
crisis.
bender?
Yeah, I'm a bender. What do you need?
Like, do you bend earth? What do you bend?
He looks down at his clothing, which is green. He looks back at you.
You never know. Zuko wore.
I know.
You never know. You never know.
I'm in an earth-bending village. I bend earth.
You never know with this village.
I mean, I guess. Hey, hats off to you for not seeing race.
I don't see color.
See, actually, maybe I'm colorblind. I'm colorblind, you idiot. Okay, I want to look back in the back room and see like if I could like find anything, because obviously me waiting here isn't doing anything.
Okay, sure. Make a careful roll.
Caleb,
That's what it is. That's a little bit better. I think difficulty 3 here. So if you want to spend a fate, you can increase that and succeed.
fine.
I don't think she can she? I think he didn't last time anyway.
What's that?
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's an aspect that you have that.
Well, I mean, hands of a burglar.
That's kind of what I was thinking, right? Like you'd know how to like pick through things and try to find like hidden compartments and whatever. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So if you want to spend a fate point on that, then you can increase it to 3.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I think what you do find, you literally find basically what would be a like secret vault or whatever, right? If this was like a person you're stealing from, but is instead the passage to like this dungeon that apparently is beneath this tea shop. And so you press on this like you like tip this plate over basically is what happens, and then the wall just slides forward, and there's like a dark staircase with torches lighting, and it's just really creepy.
You don't see that every day, do you?
No, you do not.
So you with me? You going in or no?
You should make a roll here to try to convince him to come with you if you want him to.
Was that clever?
Well, how would you try to convince him?
Forcefully, be like, so you coming with me?
Right. Okay, yeah. So go ahead and roll. Difficulty. Yep, you succeed. Difficulty. Yep. Yeah. So like, you just like what you like you a wuss, and he's just like, no. All right, I'm coming down with you, but let's go. And I think that's where we take our second break, and we'll come back and see what awaits in the dungeon. We'll be right back after these messages.